them. So I'll show you what I named them, and this is based off somebody in the chat had said something, and because of that, I've named each of the characters um, based on that. If you look at, get out of here. So, so I call her Corey, also Core. I call her Connie or Constance or Connie. This is Maria. This is Afua. That's Sean. Sean again. That's Mike. That's Ed. Vincent or Vince. And the way this works is artist buddy friend of mine, Vince White. Also Vincent White. So that's why he's Vince. Ed Arts, who basically drew all of these characters or did all the art direction for the game. That character is named after him. He's called Mike or Michael. That's Cloaken's middle name. Sean, because Sean Leggard, the guy who created the emojis and who does a lot of the social media stuff for VG, he has this as his PFP. So we call this, and somebody's like, hey, because you keep using this, hit him for your PFP, I'm going to call this character Sean. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Afua, this is another artist friend of mine, really good artist. That's the person who I did the Inktober, that got my game book idea in the works. So that's why I call her Afua. Maria, she looks Hispanic to me, but she could also be East Asian. So she could also be, what was a friend of mine's name again? Oh my God, I'm seeing her face and I can't. She could be called whatever. And it's just, she could also be Indian too. Like she could be called something else. It's just like, she just reminds me of a Hispanic girl, the same way Ed reminds me of a Hispanic guy. But the way the characters' faces and skin tones are so what do you call it, ubiquitous. They could be different nationalities. She could actually be a light-skinned black girl too. Like it's that simple. It's just, I just chose her to be Hispanic, but she doesn't have to be. She looks Asian to me, but again, she could be Filipino, she could be Korean, she could be whatever. But that's the only reason. I named her after an actress, Constance Wu. That's why she's Constance or Connie. And then the reason she's Corey with a K is because SNK is a company that used to make a video game system called Neo Geo, and they have like one of my favorite shooting games called Metal Slug, and that's the only reason, because Sean and Cora gives you SNK. That's the only reason I got her for Corey. And also, if you know Starfire from the Titans, she's also a Corey. Coriander, whatever they call it, coriander. But yeah, so that's the idea behind it.